All right. Post-fight press conference here at the AT&T Center here in San Antonio. A great night of boxing. Thank you to San Antonio for coming out. Thank you for the support. Thank you to the local media that have been so gracious to us throughout the entire week. Thank you to the national media as well, and thank you to you, most importantly, watching at home. The man to my left, victorious once again, remaining undefeated in impressive stoppage over the Olympian and world title contender. He goes out and handles his business. He's getting better and better with every single fight. The way that I describe Rolando Romero is he is one of the most unique personalities in all of boxing, and I love it because he is always himself. And how can you not gravitate towards someone who is authentic? On top of that, he has a crowd-pleasing style, and he went ahead and handled his business. Ladies and gentlemen, the interim lightweight champion of the world and still undefeated, Rolando Romero. Rolly, want to come up to the podium, and then you can sit down while the media asks you questions?
How you guys doing? You're good?
How you feeling?
I feel great. Nobody asked me a question.
No, I'm saying how you feeling, and then I'll let you sit down.
Well, I feel great. You know, I mean, I just beat an Olympian, you know, a guy with twice as many fights as me, a weight class above me, you know, and I mean, his loss, you know, is to a former world champion, you know, and I mean, I destroyed him compared to the former world champion, you know. So I mean, it was a brutal knockout. It was really nasty.
All right, well, Rolly, I'm going to let you take a seat, and then we're going to open it up to the media. Do we have a mic, Jay? Do we have a mic? Yes, Crystal Frost from Mayweather Promotion. She has the microphone. If you have a question, raise your hand and then ask Rolly Romero. So we have the champ with us. Keith Eidick.
Rolly, congratulations. You've made it perfectly clear that you want Tank next. We spoke about it. I know you said it in the ring. If you can't get that fight next, what do you think is realistic for you besides Tank?
I want Devin Haney. I want another world champion, simple as that. Or, I mean, there's only one world champion at 140. You know, at Dark Taylor, I doubt that will be able to be made happen. But like I said, I still want a world champion. That's all I want, world champion, so I get another belt to match mine.
I know Haney was vocal on social media after the fight. What do you think about the realistic possibility of that happening next?
Haney's always vocal on social media but doesn't fight anybody, so who cares?
Rolly, first of all, congratulations. Obviously put on a performance. Just to elaborate on that, and before your fight even ended, and I quote, Devin Haney tweeted, Rolly is a pile of, you know, so just your reaction to that. And, I mean, obviously he has the WBC title at 135. I know you said you wanted Tank at 140, but would you be willing to stay at 35 to fight for that?
I fight Devin Haney. Shoot, I mean, he's chinny as hell. He got hurt with Venom gloves. That's a joke. And he didn't, and not even just get hurt, he didn't recover. It was like 4 rounds that he didn't recover. So, like I said, I mean, Linares is nowhere near a puncher like me. Haney, I mean, I feel bad. He's probably the chinniest fighter at 35, if not, you know, one of the most chinniest in the sport. Like, he's the Amir Khan of 135.
I broke my back.
Questions for Rolando Romero?
A vertebrae or what portion? Spinal.
Drew has just donated $4.99. You're the man. Fixes Inti moving Thurman and Garcia up to get that belt from Castano and make a PPV fight with Charlo.
An extra 5 pounds, you know? That, I mean, that I took on short notice because he was in the rankings for a reason. You know, he was my replacement just in case, you know, my other fight didn't go through, which I mean.
What? What the hell happened? I don't know what the hell happened. Hold on, give me a minute.
That guy, I mean, he's a
there it is.
But that's something completely different, you know? But still, he was in the rankings for a reason.
Hold on, give me a minute. Doing some stuff in the background.
So he was getting ready for me. I don't get ready for him, so I took that fight on a week notice.
Couple more questions, two more questions for
Stephen Cadena with
Rolly.
Carolina Sports. Congrats, Rolly.
Thank you.
What did it feel like, man, kind of going past the first round with the southpaw? Did you kind of like that you got the experience? Did it look different? Obviously, you wiped them all the other ones out in the first round.
I mean, any experience is good experience, you know, so it doesn't matter, you know. I mean, I wanted to get them out in the first round, but I'm fucking crazy. I want to get everybody on the first round, you know. So, like I said, I'm happy I got the experience, but, I mean, if I would have got them on the first round, I would have been 10 times happier, I'll tell you that.
Got one more?
Clara Sandoval with the Laredo Morning Times. Just talk about dictating really the pace of the entire fight. I mean, you really did out there what you wanted to do.
I mean, he's a difficult European style, an Olympian, you know. I mean, it just makes things way complicated for us on the west side of the world, you know. It's a lot more difficult, a completely different style, you know. Them Europeans are very, very awkward. So, I mean, he just made things very difficult. And like I said, he bigger dude, you know, and he can take a shot. He was a strong dude. I mean, we saw what he did with his last fight. Well, when he fought for a world title.
Rolly,
Last one.
Rolly, congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, you clearly love to play the heel. You seem to love the booze, and I think you're making a name for yourself now. How much do you love it, and how big do you think it is into making you, you know, you're trying to be a star. How big is it?
I mean, I'm already a star, sure. Every time I go anywhere, everyone always treats me, you know, like I'm a star, you know? And I back up everything I say. If I say I do something, I'm going to do it, you know? And like I said, nobody can say I'm a coward or anything. I'll take fights, you know. It's like I said, most people want to take a fight with somebody that's an entire weight class above them, but I did it anyways. I didn't care.
You called out Tank Davis following the fight. Obviously, you're both with Mayweather Promotions, so it should be easy enough to make.
Very easy fight to make.
But if it's not next, what step-up fight do you want? It's clear you want a step-up fight.
Sure, I mean,
I'm just gonna go
a
right
former world champion, you know, I mean, there's Devin Haney, you know, who's currently, you know, there's Jorge Linares, who, I mean, I want to, man, I don't like that motherfucker, but, you know.
All right. Well, congratulations to Rolly Romero on the victory. Give it up for him. And now, congratulations to Rolly Romero. Thank you so much, Rolly. Enjoy your victory. Now we're going to bring up Jermell Charlo, who gave a tremendous performance tonight. And in the draw against Brian Castaño, they treated us to a memorable matchup here in San Antonio. I turn over the floor to still holding 3 of his titles, Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo went out. He fought his heart out, as he always does, representing his hometown of Houston, Texas. If the media has any questions for Jermell, but Jermell, I want to open up the floor to you. How are you feeling after the draw that you had against Brian Castaño with all 4 belts on the line?
Well, I mean, you know, not a lot of people get an opportunity to fight for undisputed championship in boxing. So this is an opportunity for me. I'm very thankful for it. I didn't pull off the win or the knockout like y'all usually see me. So I guess that's kind of like how it, you know, when you look at a lot of judges, they probably judge the fight off of like how the fact that Jermell Charlo always coming forward. He really never boxes. He always knocking everybody
Chuck
out.
King
He hitting hard.
Exposes Everything has just donated $4.99. You're the man. Do you think Charlo really wants the rematch? I remember him saying he wanted to do Andre Ward and leave boxing after Undisputed.
Didn't win it, you know, as fair, like as, you know.
I'm gonna answer the super chats after the press conference.
So, but I feel good. You know, I'm happy. I gotta go back over my performance and look at it. I don't really know. You know, I just know I was just in a fight. You know, a dog fight. I had hurting him all over the ring. He did stop coming. You know, I was listening to my twin brother. I was listening to Derrick, James, Juan Guzman, my whole team, Kevin, Titus. I'm just so. My lady yelling. I hear so much. You know, I was so attentive to everything. I'm just you know, I'm thankful for it. Like, this is crazy. You know, I get an opportunity to, you know, make some millions of dollars and then come back and I do it again. I don't care.
We're thankful for what the performance that you gave tonight. You're with alongside Derrick James. If you have questions for Jermell Charlo, I think, Mike, you got one. Crystal Frost has the microphone. Wait until it gets to you.
Hey, Jermell, congrats on a hell of a fight. It was one of the best fights of the year, in my opinion. And, you know, it was a dog fight, like you said. But, you know, Derrick did tell you needed a knockout late in the fight. Obviously, look, you're just in a big fight, so you don't know how it was scored. But do you feel like maybe the draw was fair, or?
Nah, I actually feel like I don't know how they came out with. Honestly, I think that it was a closer fight than it seems. If somebody had it like 117, 111. I do feel that I won a little bit more rounds than he did. 117, 111 was kind of a large range. But I do feel that there's no way possible that you could just like, 114, 114. You know what I'm saying? So, not to take anything away from what Brian Castaño did, but I feel like I pushed a lot harder tonight than he did. He wasn't running in there trying to be the Brian Castaño he was. I took him out of his game plan. If they really knew who Brian Castaño was and how he actually fights and threw 1,100 punches, from how I did it, I don't think that, I think I did a better performance than a lot of people that fought him. I didn't see, Erislandy Lara wobbling him all over the ring. I didn't see Tejera do anything like that. I felt like I did way better than, and Derrick told me in the 9th round, like I was, hey, you got to knock him out. Fuck, what you talking about? It's time to go. What you talking about? Knock him out. I'm beating his ass. But then I'm like, I got to think about it. I'm in the state of Texas. The judging, they had fair judges, I guess. They was from all over the place. Referee was Panama, I wish I would have got somebody, I don't know, bro. It's with a guy with the eyes that look all crazy and shit. He be really into that shit. Like, he's known for that. He's okay with it. Shout out to him. He okay with it. He knows that he he let the judges know like that was a good shot. Like I blocked a lot of shots that people probably thought I got hit with. A lot of shots slid off. It was a stunning fight.
You've said it many times in the past that you needed to fight someone better to show everyone what you really have. And I think it's clear now that Brian Castaño is by far the best guy you've ever fought. Mm-hmm. He was in control for a lot of the early part of the fight. Obviously, you dug down deep and landed those big shots in round 10 to turn the tide. But how much better do you think you can become now that you fought someone like this?
I don't think he was the best fighter he ever fought.
Derrick, go ahead.
Even though you didn't ask me a question, I don't think he was the best fighter he ever fought. He only had.
Who's better than him?
He only had his way when Jermell. Wait. He only had his way when Jermell stayed in one spot on the ropes and was doing this. Other than that, he really wasn't. He's not the best fighter he ever fought. I think Tony Harrison was probably better than him.
Tony Harrison did better than Brian Castaño?
Yeah, listen, man, what you talking? The shots he was throwing, he was not landing those punches. Listen, that guy.
I like Derrick James, but he kind of tripping.
He was not landing those shots.
For sure.
And he only tried to win the last round. Go ahead. Put like this. Castaño fight in spurts. He fought in spurts tonight. He didn't fight the
All right, next.
I feel like he
question.
tried to win the end of the round every round though.
He tried to steal the end of the round.
We got Keith. Keith?
Jermell, you obviously hurt him pretty badly in the 10th round. How close did you feel that
Only the 10th?
Well, that was the most obvious time.
The obvious, the second, or when I feel like I hurt him more than 3 times. Yeah. I mean, I seen him, his legs wobble a few times. Well, go ahead, my bad.
How close did you feel you were to getting him out of there at that point? And did you feel he was still hurt in the beginning of the 11th round?
Of course, that's what I'm saying. So, if I went into the 10th round, he was, like belligerent all over the ring, like barely could stand up. I don't know. I just couldn't get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? The dude was tough. He was tough as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted. I wanted a warrior. I faced a warrior, and I knew what I was getting in there with. Undefeated fighter. Come on, this is not something that everybody looking at it like, shit. I fought a hard fighter. So for anybody that don't really know the skills of Jermell Charlo, maybe y'all can go back over and add Jermell Charlo to your pound for pound list, or fuck you, really.
You're on our pound for pound list, but.
I mean, your boxing scene, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You're 7th on the list, but anyway.
I'm 7 on your list. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, man. Well earned, obviously. People are going to want to see this rematch. Obviously, I'm sure you're well aware of that. I know the fight just ended, but your thoughts on fighting him again, because it was an entertaining fight as well.
Was it? Thank you. Of course. That's what we're made for.
Donated $2.
We're
the
made
man.
to be warriors, dog.
Castaño won.
Get better. This is a get better moment. I could recite everything that happened in that fight, and I think that I, of course, would take a rematch. I don't know when, but I would love to get in there and fight him again.
Questions for Jermell Charlo? Raise your hand.
What's up? This is Punch Drunk. What's good? What's good?
Punch Drunk, I like you. I know all about you. I pay attention to you, man. Shout out to the people.
Thanks, my brother. Thanks for the performance today. Your success and your vulnerability came on the ropes. You know, I have you winning 116, 112 because you mixed the punches. You had your 1 and 2s. You controlled the 3-minute intervals of each round. But what do you feel? What do you feel you could do next
Jason
in the
Martin
next fight
has
if
just
you do
donated
rematch?
$9.99.
That's
You're
why I
the
got
man.
a coach that loves to sit at home in his big game room and just watch fights and replay them back to back to back. He'll be calling me all day, so I'm happy about that. But just off of my mental, I think I could have easily just, you know, been a little bit more active. You know, I stay kind of imposed, just waiting on him to see what his move was gonna be. Took him out of his game plan. Like I said, if he would have tried to come in there, you see, he got hurt at the beginning off of the fact that he tried to throw like a combination. I think like maybe 4 or 5 punches at one time, and that's when he got caught. But if he would have tried that again, I would have did the same exact thing. So I don't think he would have ended. You know, that fight would have ended earlier. But he must have regrouped, and his team probably like, hey, you forgot you're fighting one of the strongest fighters in the division. So, you know, hey, like I said, I'm used to knocking guys out. You know, and tonight I did not get a knockout. Tonight I did not even get the win. I got a draw. That shit is weird, right? I had never got a draw. I see people getting draws and shit, but that's what come with this boxing game. You know what I'm saying? I'm back at it. It's not gonna change nothing. Yeah.
Got a question?
Jermell, first of all, congratulations. Wonderful performance and a very entertaining fight. You gave your reaction to when Derrick James told you to get the knockout. I guess my question is for Derrick. What was the reasoning or just the thought process in that moment? Obviously, being ringside, we didn't hear it on the telecast, but you know, we did find out that was said. What was, you know, just the reason behind that?
Well, the reason why I said it was because you had to find some reason to inspire the fighter, even though if you looked up at the scorecards, that the judges, the unofficial judging, they had him down. And so I said, listen, we need to pick it up, to go out there and get it. And that's really what he did. So that's really what made me do it, was because I saw it up there, and Joe was telling me about it, the cut man was telling me about it, they had him down. So that's why I was like, we need to pick it up. I mean, and he won the 10th and the 11th. He hurt him several times. Well, then the 12th,
I was a little bit unactive, like.
Yeah. You let him off the hook.
I should have busted that.
You should have put the. I told you to step on the gas. We need a knockout. So you should put it on. Put the feet on the pedal to the metal, man.
We got 2 more questions for Jermell Charlo. 2 more questions.
Derrick, you just touched on it right there. Jermell, when you had him out in the 10th and 11th, it looked like you were trying to do the same setup that got him hurt in the first place. But do you feel like you should have emptied the clip there when you had him hurt, or were you just trying to get the same setup again?
Like this guy. Yeah. You know, I did. I know in boxing, you know, from so many years of, you know, being taught the game that you don't rush knockouts. You know, like if you go in there and you just, you know, I kind of learned that in the Tony Harrison second fight. You know, I wasn't gonna get tired. You know, like I wasn't, and I still feel good. I could have did more, but you know, when you up there, dog, it's not the same as just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different, you know, and then reactions and things are moving way, way different and slower and faster. So it's kind of like, I should have unloaded the clip. Fuck, I should have just let that shit go. Like, but fuck, it's all good. Fuck, I should have. I had a long clip.
1 more question for Jermell Charlo, and then we'll let him go ahead and get some rest, be with his lovely family. He gave us a fantastic performance tonight. Always a pleasure to see you do your thing. 1 more question.
Steve Graham, KOR Sports. Congratulations, man, on a great fight. Was there something wrong with your right hand? It seemed like kind of maybe, I don't know if like a bone was protruding from your right hand a little, or your right shoulder a little bit, and I kind of noticed you weren't throwing it too much.
Yeah, I had a prior injury, but, you know, I don't care about those excuses. You know, I try to fight through these things. But I was good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people I probably won't talk about it. You know, that's probably something that you won't hear. So thank you for asking that question. You brought it to my attention. But
Count Drado has just donated
when you're a
$2.
warrior, bro, you
sicken
you
me.
gotta feed your family.
Both
you don't
make
get no excuses
mandatories,
for
both
anything.
run it back.
So you got to get in there and you got to fight and face what you face. And so yeah, I've been dealing with certain things throughout this whole time of me boxing. Well, not whole time, but a few years. We deal with this. So it's nothing gonna change.
And just quickly talk about. I mean, you got a draw, but you seem very happy. You seem very content with yourself. I mean, you're a warrior. You were just in there with another warrior. Talk about just that feeling of sharing that ring with him, and still going home with 3 belts.
I'm at peace with myself. You know what I'm saying? I love boxing, and this is a dope ass sport. And it's not a lot of people that could just jump in the ring. I don't know how many of y'all even lace gloves up, but if you get in there and you do a whole training camp, I trained for like 14 weeks. I went hard, you know what I'm saying? And so for me to pull off a performance like that, I thought I had his ass knocked out. I did knock his ass out, but I should have won the fight. I do believe I won the fight. I don't believe that it was that close. And I don't believe it was so far spread margin, but I do believe I did pull that win off a victory. And I should be undisputed right now. I'm not down at all. I could go turn the fuck up right now. My team and my Houston people, we excited in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? My family here, like they said, and the sky's the limit for me. I'm not gonna turn down at all. I'm happy. I'm excited. My coach next to me, and everything is good. My mom, UBK in this bitch, like we turned up. Punch in here.
Jermell, thank you so much. Congratulations on a fantastic performance. We can't wait to see the rematch whenever it happens.
And I wanna say one good thing that y'all probably don't realize. One of my second coach, he came all the way down. I know my dog Earl Spence getting ready for a major fight against Manny Pacquiao, and that's a big fight coming up. And I can't wait till he get in the ring and do his thing. But shout out to Guzman, Juan Guzman. He did it. He did a terrific job holding it down for me while I was in Houston, Texas. Shout out to him in the front row, bro. Ex-champion, baby.
Yeah.
And shout out to Derrick James and them collaboration and to making this really make this matter happen and make tonight a fantastic, terrific night for me.
Jermell Charlo, everybody, give a round of applause. Houston's finest, along with Derrick James. Congratulations, Jermell. Good seeing you, man. Hell of a performance. Thank you for that. Man, that was beautiful. Bro, that was... Thank you. Get some rest. Who do we got? Rick, we got Castano? Huh? No. We got Rolly, we got Jermell with the swing of Castano.
I'm guessing they're waiting for Castano. I was wondering what was going on.
My bad. We're also going to get Brian Castaño. We are going to have Brian Castaño, so don't go anywhere. We are going to have Brian Castaño. Much thanks to the fighters, all of them for going out and leaving it all on the line. I want to thank the promotions involved in tonight's event, TGB Promotions, Lions Only Promotions, along with Mayweather Promotions. What? I'll put them on the podium. Just when these guys have fought for 12 rounds, I want to let them sit and rest. What's up? He hasn't left yet? Want to get Yigit? All right, we'll bring up Anthony Yigit right now while we got some time to go ahead and say a couple of...
PVP has just donated $5. You sicken me. I don't care about making excuses. Prior to saying that he was making excuses, smiley face.
Gave a solid effort tonight, so if the media has any questions for Anthony Yigit, or Anthony, just give us your thoughts on the performance of Rolando Romero.
Yeah, so basically I just wanted to come here and thank all of you and everyone at Showtime for giving me this platform to showcase my skills. Unfortunately, it didn't really meet up to, all the expectations. But, it is what it is. Coming in, I did what I could, and it just, I just fell short. Basically, I just came up here to tell you guys that, I really appreciate you and all the love I've gotten after the fight. It doesn't really feel like a loss to me because all the love I'm getting, that's really why I do boxing. So if this is how it's gonna be, then I'll keep doing it.
I want to give you your thoughts on working with Herman Caicedo, I think Herman is an excellent trainer, works very hard, and I know that, I'm sure he's taught you quite a bit. Tell us about this partnership that you have now with Herman Caicedo as your trainer.
Yeah, Herman's great. Unfortunately, I'm living and training in Sweden, so I came up on very short notice for this fight, so I couldn't really work with Herman that much. We could only work on whatever it is that I already had just to prepare for this fight. And yeah, but other than that, I've been very happy with how we've been managing the corners, how we've been doing the trainings, and all that. So I really believe that if I have more time to train with him, that I'm gonna develop my boxing and come back stronger.
Keith, you got a question for Anthony?
Anthony, how was he a bigger puncher than you even expected?
Actually, both yes and no. Some punches that he threw, I was like, I thought it was gonna be a bit harder. But then some of the punches he threw, they really wobbled me, and I was thinking, whoa, where does this come from, So it was a little bit of both. I felt that sometimes I could put the pressure on him because his punches weren't really hurting, but then other times they really were. So they really caught me by surprise.
A bigger puncher than Baranchyk?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say Baranchyk still the bigger puncher, but Baranchyk is like a freight train. He's coming forwards, and you can always see that. Whereas Rolando, I thought, and I felt that I could see everything he threw, but what he actually did was whenever I threw something, he tried to throw at the same time, and those were the punches that caught me off guard.
You feel now after what happened, I know you didn't have much time to prepare for the fight, but you feel that you're a 40-pounder, though, moving forward?
No, I mean, all right, look, so I don't want to have no excuses, and I'm very sorry about not making weight, but the idea was that I was going to fight on this card at lightweight, but that I was going to be having catch weight on. And I came into Miami 3 weeks ago, and I was 160 pounds, so I had a lot to lose, and it just, I really thought I could make it, and it just didn't work. My body just shut down, and then we had to call
Liam
him
Roscoe has
and
just
say, "Listen,
donated $5 Australian. You sicken me. Why would overseas boxers want to fight in America? You're not going to get a fair decision."
Coming in at 160 pounds no more.
I'm going to enter all the super chats after the press conference. Castaño's coming out next.
Did you feel at any point in the fight that you hurt him?
And no, I don't agree, Liam.
I wouldn't say
that's
that
anywhere.
I hurt him. I think maybe once with an uppercut.
But thanks for the super chat.
That, I just felt that I got him off balance because I know that he's quite reckless. So if I could catch him off balance, then maybe I would, score a couple knockdowns. But yeah, it is what it is. I did the best I could. Yeah.
You got any more questions for Anthony Yigit as we await Brian Castaño?
Sandra with the Liberty Morning Times. Just talk about what's the next step for you in your boxing career.
I'm gonna go back to Sweden. I'm gonna train still. I'm gonna do my boxing, but I actually applied to and got into an acting school, so I'm gonna be doing that as well. So I'm gonna be doing acting and training boxing. And if I get fights, I might take them. I'm not one to say no to fights. I always keep busy guy. I'm always training. So that's where I'm gonna. That's the kind of level I'm gonna be at for around 2 years, and then I might go for another world title shot. I'm not completely sure yet. If I get a shot at the title, I'm gonna take it, of course, because I'm not. Why not? Mostly, I like stepping into the ring, and I like entertaining people, and that's why I do the acting thing too. But I just love being in the ring and all that adrenaline. I just think that not have that in my life would make it quite empty. So I'm still gonna go into the ring, still gonna fight.
Got final few questions for Anthony Yigit, or can we go and allow him to relax and head home to his family? Well, Anthony, congratulations on a terrific effort. I know you came up short, but we look forward to seeing you back inside the ring sooner rather than later.
Right. Thank you guys so much for everything, and yeah, all the best.
Anthony Yigit, everybody, thank you very much, and we appreciate him taking questions from the media. We are awaiting Brian Castaño, and then you guys, by all means, and Again, want to thank the
We're going to mute that right there for now. Why is this all jacked up like this? So I was saying I missed a round, and I think it was round number 9. I think it was, I don't know which round it was that I missed. I have to go back and watch the fight because I'm cool with the draw. I'm only upset that we don't have a definitive winner, but I can say, see, on my card, Charlo needed to win the last 4 rounds. However, I had to step out, go look after my kid during, I think it was round 9 or 10. We got to talk about that. But nonetheless, you got to think about it. Undisputed fight. Castano, I don't know if you guys thought he was going to, knew he was going to be as good as he was tonight. I sure didn't. I mean, we expected him to be a pressure fighter, but not as much of an educated pressure fighter that he was. Now, let me fix this real quick because this is annoying me. And what I think they should do is both fight their mandatories. Now, that's just creepy. Double Ray Flores. Both fight their mandatories and then fight again in, let's say, for example, whoever the mandatory is going to be for Castano, get that shit out the way before the end of the year. It's going to be either Tim Tszyu, Liam Smith, or Magomed Kurbanov. Charlo's going to have to fight Bakram Murtazaliev. Maybe they can maneuver with Lubin and possibly, I don't want to say it, I was going to say some bullshit. Maybe because I'm tired and, I've been smoking pot. I was going to say make Charlo the franchise champion, but don't do it. What the fuck was I talking about? So, put it this way. Both of them have an interim fight their mandatories, and then they both fight March or April of next year. Doesn't that make sense? 2022? Hell, even put the motherfuckers on the same card. I don't know, they probably won't. But this is not something they should bullshit around with. And promotional companies, all of them, but let's go ahead and say it, PBC got a little bit of an issue with making rematches too late. You see what I'm saying? In this case, they shouldn't fuck around with this. The first thing they should do, as I was saying in my post-fight video, is that they should get on the zone. They should get on the phone with the IBF and the WBC, and the WBO be like, look, let's motherfucking listen. There's a lot of money in this. Let's get this undisputed. I know I was going to say some dumb shit. Don't get me started. Listen, it's late. It's late. I was going to say that shit. This is over. But look, Castano don't have a mandatory right now. His mandatory is either going to be Tim Tszyu, Liam Smith, or a Russian by the name of Magomed Kurbanov, who a lot of people felt Liam Smith beat, but Kurbanov had got the decision. So Ray Flores is running his mouth, flapping his gums. We're waiting for Brian Castaño to show up. Charlo has already been out there. And, of course, he's saying he's won. But Charlo's saying that the 117, 111, I have the scorecards here, too. We're going to go look at them after the press conference is over. He's saying the 117, 111 card was too wide, but 114 was bad. So I'm guessing he thought he won 115, 113. Remember, there was no knockdowns. Now, like I said, I got deeply enthralled in the match, in the fight at about round 5, where I was like, I'm not scoring this shit. I was like, oh shit, this is some, because we saw, and I do agree with Derrick James, and if they would have got the undisputed and then beat Manny Pacquiao, Derrick James could possibly be, finally get trainer of the year. But to move on, and I forgot my doggone thought. Oh yeah, Derrick James is right about Charlo fighting Castano's fight. Every time he would get on the ropes, Castano would start beating his ass. Them left hooks was something. Charlo was eating them. One of them buckled him, another one stopped him in his tracks. And for one, Castano kind of flat-footed, but he knows how to cut off the ring. And when he gets you in the corner, especially during this fight, he was lighting Charlo up, bro. Did you hear those shots? In fact, I should pull up a replay right now. Let me pull up a replay for you. Oh, man, I moved it over to my Dropbox. I got all these little clips of all the different, damn, I should have pulled it up. Well, anyway, you watched the fight, or at least you should have. Yo, listen, that shit ain't no joke. What is Ray Flores talking about? Baby hands.
these guys, and he believes.
Oh, he's just doing filler. That's basically what that is. They're waiting for Castano to do his medicals or whatever the case may be, and he's going to come out and talk to the media. But as I said, I'm going to go back and watch the fight. And also, you know what? I got a whole video, coming out. I got a whole little video lineup. Basically, I might as well go ahead and say it. I've been talking about it before. We're going to be working with the WBC, like full-fledged. In fact, I guess it's a good time to add this now. And basically, I'm going to be working with the WBC. I'm going to be, in the future, producing exclusive videos for the WBC channel, but also producing videos on this channel that are going to be on the WBC network. So what I'm doing is, I'm fully revamping my platform, like full HD, everything. And it's taking a lot out of me. So that's why my videos have been off kind of this week. Where am I going to put this at? Put this up here? I'm going to have to break all this shit down. Well, anyway, T-Street's going full high definition. He's going full high definition like soon. So, got to shave all up, get some new custom hats and hoodies, all that shit. So anyway, I'm not going to be shilling for the WBC. Maybe we got to shill a little bit. We can't like say, motherfucking bullshit ass franchise. But anyway, so I'm going to go back and watch the fight. Let me tell you what I do. On Saturday nights, right now Sunday mornings, after this is over, I'm going to make sure my videos are fixed up, put the little press releases into the description boxes, fix up the titles, thumbnails. Then I'm going to go watch some UFC. Cover that card. Then around like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, the replay comes on of this card. Yes, I have it on my DVR, but still, nonetheless, look, Baby Hand still running his mouth, waiting for Castano to show up. So I'm going to watch it again, and I'm going to score the rounds. I'm going to be honest with you. Them rounds are probably going to go towards Castano. But I need to watch those last 4 rounds over again because I was deeply into it up until about round 9 or so. Then I had to Greta.
Amok PvP has just donated $2. You sicken me. When will the next boxing tourney happen?
Oh, the World Boxing Super Series has a female tournament coming up. So they're going to be doing that. So, fuck the shit. Listen, just stop it. Stop it with the franchise. We're not talking about that. So, I'm going to go back and watch the fight. And right now, I'm not feeling confident saying that, like, anybody won. Castano kind of shit the bed in the last rounds, and I think he needed that final round, Castano, to really seal the deal. And look at the cards. The cards show you that. But that 117, 111 bullshit, and for some people, for boxing fans, because somebody super chatted earlier. Thanks, Liam. I think Castano is showing up.
So, but just waiting, Brian Castaño making his way to the room. He had to do some testing and everything else. And
so, as I was saying, I'm not comfortable saying anyone won because Castano shit the bed. At the end of the fight. I'm cool with saying it's 6-6, but see, I can't say it because I got to go back and watch it. And I don't got shit else to do. Like, I don't have no other job. Like, so I got time to watch the fight. So I'm going to watch the fight. I'm going to go to sleep on the couch, pass out on the couch while the fight is on. But tomorrow, I think he's here. But tomorrow, I'm actually going to watch the fight so I can do my wrap-up stream on Monday, probably Tuesday.
The draw against.
And I have the scorecards too. All right, let me shut the fuck up. Please take a time out, like the video, subscribe. Also, I'm back on Twitter. Let me shut up. All right, we'll talk after.
Argentina's own Brian Castaño, who gave a great effort. Do we have a translator here?
But hey, make sure you guys like the video. I'm not doing this for my health. For crying out loud. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe.
As well, Martin. By all means, if you want to go ahead. Do we have a microphone for Martin, our translator? We only have one, so it's all right. So, Brian, I just want to give you, opening thoughts, palabras, ¿cómo te sientes con tu pelea contra Jermell Charlo esta noche?
Bueno, primero que nada, buenas noches y gracias a todos por el espacio. Me sentí bien, me sentí fuerte, me sentí cómodo. Creo que en el 10º me confié y recibí una contra donde me conmovió y estuve conmovido todo el round, pero creo que la pelea me la llevé todo el tiempo yo, hice la iniciativa yo. He conectado mejores golpes, él solamente se concentraba en 1 o 2 golpes y nada, creo que la pelea me la robaron y me gustaría hacer una revancha con Jermell, ¿no? Es un gran campeón y necesitamos la revancha porque él tiene lo que yo quiero.
Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for coming up today. To be honest with you, I feel great. I felt great in the ring. I feel great now. It was a tough fight, of course, but I feel that they robbed me. That's the way I feel. I'm not saying I'm not taking anything away from Charlo. He's a big puncher. He caught me with some good punches at times, but I survived, and overall, I think I won the fight. And of course, needless to say, I won the rematch because he still has the 3 belts that I need, and that I believe that should be mine. And I'm ready for the rematch. I don't know what no sé qué habrá dicho Charlo, ¿no?
I don't know.
Well, él quiere saber what.
¿Es que ganó?
Okay.
117, 111.
Él dijo que no estaba en acuerdo con eso.
Ok.
Sí era una pelea cerrada, pero él pensó que sí ganó la pelea.
Oh, we were just
Por un solo round.
Brian wanted to know what Charlo said because he's very upset with the 117, 111 scorecard. Is that Nelson Vasquez?
Charlo said that he was even, pretty white for him too.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it was closer.
It's closer.
He said it was a closer fight. He did not agree with 117, 111.
Perfect. We are on the same page.
He won the second and the 10, 11, no?
Rounds?
Yeah.
Carolina.
English got real good right there.
Girl.com in the sports time. Brian, my question to you is it was a draw decision, but the consensus all over social media is that you were robbed. Do you feel like you were robbed tonight?
He just said, but el consenso en las redes sociales es que te robaron, te sentiste robado.
Oh, sí, of course. Creo que fue una gran pelea, una gran noche para ambos. Creo que los dos medimos potencia y medimos la vara de cada uno, ¿no? Él es un peleador muy fuerte, muy potente, donde yo también tengo lo mío. Yo dije anteriormente que con un solo golpe yo también, si me afirmo, lo puedo lastimar. Y nada, eso fue lo que pasó. En el segundo me lastimó, en el tercero lo lastimé yo. En el 10º me lastimó y creo que eso hizo la diferencia, dejó la puerta abierta para que sea un empate, ¿no? Creo que hizo bien su trabajo, pero yo hice el mío, ¿no? Creo que fue una pelea linda, buena para ver, para apreciar a la gente que le gusta el boxeo, pero la pelea creo que la gané yo y nada, exijo, me encantaría una revancha.
Wow.
Mike, you got a question?
Very long.
Whoops, that's a lot. Wait a minute, my bad. Sorry.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Obviously, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. It was a great evening for everybody. I did my job. He did his job. We measure our strength. I mean, he hurt me in the second round. I'd hurt him in the third round. And then I think that for some judges that could have left the door open for a draw, which I don't agree with it. Like I said, I feel like I was robbed, and I demand and I would love to have the rematch because there has to be only one super welterweight champion.
Sebastian, this is for both of you guys actually, but assuming there's no language in the contract that states that you're guaranteed a rematch, how difficult do you expect it to be to get one, despite that the public wants it?
Ok, la pregunta es para vos como boxeador y para mí como manager y Carlitos como entrenador.
You can always expect good questions from Key Fighting.
Kill pregunta, asumiendo que en el contrato no se habla de revancha con Charlo, que no está garantizada una revancha, ¿qué tan difícil vos ves una revancha con Charlo? Yo voy a dar pero primero da tu opinión.
Yo creo que si él quiere la revancha o si quiere mi cinturón, quiere unificar, si es que no tiene miedo y esas cosas, creo que va a querer pelear una revancha. Pero bueno, está en él decidir si quiere unificar en la 154 o dejar los títulos vacantes y subir a 160. No sé qué es lo que quiere hacer, pero es lo que yo necesito. Yo necesito sus cinturones y nada, demostramos que estamos a nivel y queremos ir por más, obviamente. Respeto como boxeador y la trayectoria que hizo.
From my perspective, of course, then I'll talk about the contract if you want. I think if Charlo is not afraid for a rematch, and I don't think he is afraid, I don't know what his plans are. If he's planning to move up to 160, that's up to him. But like I said before, I need the 3 belts that he has, so I'm up for a rematch, of course, but I don't know what exactly are his plans. And then myself, as a manager, obviously I cannot disclose certain confidential things that are included in any contract, actually. But I agree with Brian in this regard that if both boxers want to do it, they both belong to PBC. And by the way, we are really, I'm not going to be original, but since he didn't say that, I have to say thanks, Al Haymon. So I think if both champions really want to do it, the obstacle might be the sanctioning bodies mandatories. I'm not blaming them. They have their own rules. This was a very unique opportunity. If they can work out among them, and they can work out the mandatories, whatever they are, because we don't even know who, if we have a mandatory on the WBO. We were so focused on this unification, but needless to say, you guys know that we would prefer unification like this and not any crappy mandatory here and there. That's from my perspective. But it's not like it's a guarantee rematch because of these things. You cannot guarantee a rematch because there's 4 sanctioning bodies with 4 different mandatories involved.
Brian, what's your message to Charlo? What do you want to tell him? And what would you like the rematch to take place?
¿Qué me gustaría decirle de eso?
¿Qué te gustaría decirle? ¿Qué mensaje tendrías para Charlo? Y si de hacer una revancha, ¿cuándo te gustaría hacerla? ¿O dónde? ¿Y cuándo también?
No, creo que nada, dejamos los dos lo que teníamos que dejar arriba del ring para traer la victoria a casa. Lastimosamente fue un empate con sabor de victoria para mí. Creo que nada, si quiere unificar va a tener que intentar sacarme mi cinturón, y si quiere exponer y hacer una revancha, lo espero donde quiera, cuando quiera, en la sede que sea. Yo siempre, como dije, fui de punto y terminé siendo banca, como digo siempre, ¿no? Siempre voy de visitante y no tengo problema ir a cualquier lado y la fecha que sea.
No, my message is just let's do the rematch. I have 1 belt. He still has 3 belts. I know it was a draw, but it tastes to me like a victory. But anyway, it's about the belt, so let's do it. Like I said before, I'm used to be always the underdog and the visitor. So I'm used to go anywhere to fight anyone. So I'm here for him. We can do it anywhere, anytime.
Mike?
Hey, Brian, congrats on a great fight. You said earlier that you thought that he only won rounds 2, 10, and 11. Those are actually the only rounds I gave him as well. What do you think the judges could have possibly seen to give him so many more rounds? And why did you only think he won 2, 10, and 11?
Sí.
¿Qué pudieron haber visto los jueces para dar para dar
el fallo que
el fallo tan diferente?
Creo que es porque él es local, intentaron apoyarlo de alguna manera, ¿no? Creo que hizo un gran trabajo, es un contragolpeador nato, que tiene poder, pero me vi mejor yo, creo que la pelea conectó mejores golpes, él hizo una diferencia en el segundo.
Press 1 if you gave Charlo round number 12.
Que fueron los que levantaron al público en su momento, pero yo tuve mis momentos también y creo que eso fue lo que más que nada dio un empate, ¿no? El 2, el 11, el 10 y el 11, que es donde estuve lastimado yo, pero después de la pelea...
I cannot really tell what was in the judge's mind. I could possibly think that I was hurt. I admit I was hurt in the 2nd, 10th, and 11th round. So maybe they saw something there, but I have my moments throughout the fight, so I cannot really tell about that. I felt that he's a natural counter puncher. He can really punch, but again, that doesn't win a fight. So again, I don't know. I feel I was the winner tonight.
Brian, right here. How hurt were you in those rounds that he connected with you? How did his power feel?
¿Qué tan sentido estuviste en esos rounds que él te conectó?
En el 10º fue donde estuve más con... En el round, en 10 round, number 10, estaba más lastimado. Creo que fue donde más me costó recuperarme, pero gracias al trabajo físico que hemos hecho con Matías, el trabajo técnico con mi papá Carlos, creo que el cuidado también y el gran campamento que hicimos me hizo recuperarme rápido. Creo que es un peleador que con esas manos él generalmente tumba a sus rivales y los termina noqueando. Eso habla de mi quijada también y de mi condición física.
Definitely in the 10th I was hurt the most. It's not a secret that he can punch, but I also showed myself that I can take punches. I think some of those punches that he connected were really powerful and could have knocked out any other boxer. So I think I rise to the occasion and I took them well. But in the 10th, I was hurt, and it took me a while to recover. But other than that, I took it well.
Sean Zattel, FightHype.com. Brian, what do you feel like you can do or need to do in a rematch to win the fight more decisively so the decision goes your way this time? What adjustments or improvements?
¿Qué ajustes o qué mejoras crees vos que necesitarías hacer en una posible revancha? And let me because I forget one thing about the last thing. He said that he proved that he can take a punch, but not only naturally, but because of the great training camp that he had and the work that physical conditioner Matias Irvin did, Dr. Sanchez there, and of course Carlos Castaño. And then he want to really emphasize that the training camp has a lot to do with that. So going to your question, sorry about that, because I forgot about to mention that. What adjustment, qué ajustes para una posible revancha harías?
En primer lugar, laburar con la defensa, más defensa, laburar más cerrado, no ir tan al choque, subir un poquito la mano izquierda arriba, Después laburamos bien, o sea, también sacó manos que quedaba con la mano abajo a la izquierda, pero después es pocas cosas que hay que prolijar. Pero un poco más la defensa y más explosividad y potencia, que tuvo suerte Charlo que no lo pescó él.
Just the defense is going to be crucial. We need to make adjustments there. Probably not entering straight forward like he did sometimes, and be more careful. And but there's no huge adjustment that the Carlos, the trainer, really needs to do. And also he mentioned that he should be a little more explosive when he goes into the attack. That means faster and explosive. But other than that, we did well, and we probably can do it better the next time around.
Brian, por aquí. Alfredo Sánchez de Telemundo San Antonio. Obviamente mencionaste que Charlo se sentía en casa, pero eso fue lo contrario con la hinchada que se encontraba presente de Argentina. Cuéntame cómo sentiste acerca de eso, cómo eso te alivió o sentirte más en casa y estar más confiante durante la pelea.
Espera que traduzco en inglés. I'll translate your question. Obviously, Charlo in the papers was a local fighter because he's from Texas, but apparently not from what we just witnessed in the arena. Most of the people were Hispanic and Argentinians. So how do you feel about that? Because at times if you feel like you were the local guy.
Creo que me subió mucho la autoestima el voltear hacia las gradas y ver tantas remeras de Argentina y banderas de Argentina, y más allá de eso el pueblo latino, también muchos mexicanos que vinieron a alentarme. Realmente fue muy lindo para mí, porque es algo que no esperaba, ¿no? Tener tanto apoyo acá de la gente. Yo sabía que venía muy de visitante, estando en su casa, pero gracias a Dios la gente sabe valorar el boxeo guerrero que tengo, ¿no? Y les gusta cómo me brindo y vienen a apoyarme. Realmente estoy muy contento y muy agradecido con toda la gente que se hizo presente.
It was just a great feeling and great sensation for me to turn around and see the stands with Argentinian shirts, jerseys, and all the fans, all the supporters, and not only Argentinians but Hispanic people, just American people. And I wasn't really expecting that. It was kind of shocking for me in a good way. So I'm so grateful to the people of San Antonio who show up today to support me. And that really, really was a booster for my confidence.
Last question.
Danny Alvarez with Behind the Gloves. First of all, Brian, just want to say congratulations on a great fight. I think in a very short list of fights of the year, I just wanted to let it be known, when Jermell was here during his press conference, he did say that he's 100% open to the rematch and that would be no problem. So I know it hasn't been brought up. Obviously, that's what you want. Just wanted your reaction on that, hearing that right before you walked in, he did say that.
We just asked about, because we really wanted to translate. Aparentemente él dice que aparentemente no. Él dice que Charlo dijo que está totalmente abierto a una revancha. Felicitaciones por la pelea. Dice que además está, en su opinión, está entre las mejores peleas del año o en las mejores peleas que ha visto. So, como Charlo dijo que sí, que él está abierto para hacerlo, entonces bueno.
I hope the rematch, bro. Thank you for your support, or for the, ¿cómo se dice? Por
support or praise, or for your commentary.
For your commentary, yeah. ¿Cómo se dice gratificante?
It's gratifying.
It's gratifying for me, for my team, for my country too, no? Thank you so much. I'm sorry for my English.
well, thank you for the performance tonight against Jermell Charlo, and I think, like the rest of the world, Let's see the rematch. Let's see round 13. Let's see this again, because this was a hell of a fight. Thank you to Brian Castaño, his entire team. Let's give it up for the WBO Super Welterweight Champion of the world. All right, that'll conclude our press conference. The summer of PBC continues in a few weeks. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to the amazing staffs on all of our behalves. Have a great one, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your weekend. Again, Brian Castaño, Jermell Charlo, a candidate for the Fight of the Year here in 2021. Good night from San Antonio.
All right, let's talk for a minute. Let me turn this off. Take a time out, like, subscribe. You know, I've never been with the group think. You know what that is? Like people, how can I say? Basically, perfect situation. Wilder Fury, for example. If you're not Team Fury, then you're Team Wilder. If you're not Team Wilder, you're Team Fury. So once again, I've been doing this on YouTube for about a good decade now. And basically, you guys have been brainwashed. A lot of you guys who actually watch all of the YouTube channels, not all of you, but a lot of you guys have been brainwashed. Because you think, okay, here's a saying that I was told a long time ago. A liar thinks that everyone's a liar. A thief thinks that everyone steals. So, truth be told, if a fighter wins or if a fighter loses, nothing changes on my channel. Nothing changes with my persona or my reputation. So, I told all of you that I was into the fight and I got a kid upstairs. But I feel that Charlo needed those last 4 rounds to win the fight. I missed about a round or so. What's so hard about that? But the problem is, because of the way these people handle their YouTube channels, you're not used to people telling you that they're wrong. I told you I'm going to go back and watch the fight, like I always do. So, I'm cool with the draw. Because from what I saw, to me on my card, Charlo needed to win those last 4 rounds. One thing for sure is Castano did not win. Yeah, round 9. I didn't see round 9. Castano didn't win round 12, in my opinion. Charlo was getting beat up. But one thing I can't stand is how like people act like girls. I'm not saying Castano won. No, I'm not. Like, people be like, oh, well, you know, you must got an agenda. Like, yo, did y'all not? For the long-time viewers, no matter if somebody wins or loses, I still win. If you want me to get cocky, I'm still going to get views. I don't give a fuck about these boxes for real, for real. Like, I gotta tear Tyson Fury a new asshole in a couple of days. When I do my long video on him, I got a whole 30-minute video on his bullshit where I pulled up old Klitschko press conferences, all that shit. So, I understand like how people are going to say Castano got robbed. They're not going to say Charlo got robbed. Charlo was getting touched up. But I look at it like this. It wasn't supposed to be an easy fight. It wasn't supposed to be an easy fight. In your opinion, he won. You see what I'm saying? One thing I've never done, and I do admit females do this. I don't argue with people's opinion. Now, if we homies, we're going back and forth. Like, what motherfucker, you watched the wrong fight. You was a dickhead, all that type of shit. But me talking to you guys, I don't really give a fuck. I'm not going to be like, damn, Charlo lost. How am I going to spin this shit? Because he's black. Oh, shit. Yeah, well, that's not me. I never been like that. It's not me. But I'm going to say that, listen, Charlo, in my opinion, he needed those last 4 rounds. I got to go back and I got to watch those last 4 rounds again. And that may change it. But as it stands right now, that shit was a draw to me. Your channel has changed so much. I used to like watching you. You could count me. That's one less subscriber on your channel. Charlo lost. Okay, ho, get out. And also, you know I can check. When people do stuff like that, they were never subscribed to the channel. Like, and also I hate when people announce that they're going to leave and leave me a long ass sentence. Just leave. Ew. See what I'm saying? Acting like ladies. Like I'm going to be like, no, bro, please subscribe. Don't leave. So anyway, let's get down to business. Let's go look at the rankings here. So here is my theory. Here's what I think the fighters should do. Al Haymon and Samson, the managers and advisors of both Charlo and Castano, need to get on the phone with the WBC and more importantly the IBF and see what Bakram Murtazaliev want to do. One thing about the IBF is they will strip your ass. Currently, right now, Brian Castaño don't have no mandatory. So Castaño can. How dare you? Jesus.
Markeden123 has just donated $4.99. You sicken me. Salute King, raised fist. They were never gonna let Castaño walk out of there undisputed. Emo, he got robbed. I'm rooting for Castaño in the rematch. 75 Castaño.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing, and that's fucked up. We got to think that. I was like, yo, this was around like when Charlo started coming back. Maybe round 10, 11 or so. I was like, yo, Castaño is not going to win this belt or he's going to get robbed. That's what I was thinking. But he shit the bed in the last rounds, especially that round number 12. Now, you can tell he didn't want to get knocked out. That's one thing. I'm pulling up the scorecard. You can tell he didn't want to get his ass knocked out. Also, by the way, follow me on Twitter. I'm back on Twitter. It's my third account. I've been suspended fucking 4 times already. I'm just too hardcore. Just too hardcore. Let's go look at this. So here's what I think. All right. Worst case scenario, they can't have an immediate rematch. Both sides fight their mandatories. Castaño doesn't have one right now. Castaño's mandatory is going to be either Tim Tszyu, Magomed Kurbanov, or Liam Smith. Let's look at these first. The first mandatory for Charlo is Bakram Murtazaliev. He was on the undercard untelevised. Erickson Lubin is the WBC mandatory. So in this order, Murtazaliev's got to get his shot before Lubin. The WBA, fuck them, shitty organization. Yes, I respect the super title. I don't respect the underling titles. And Charlo doesn't have a WBA mandatory, and he won't have a WBA mandatory. They just want to keep collecting the money. So unless somebody comes along that will generate more money than Charlo, that wants that belt, then they will order it. But no, so we only have to worry about the IBF. So let's say if Haymon gets on the phone and says, yo, listen, IBF, I know you said he got to fight Murtazaliev, but this is the only time we can get undisputed during this era in the 4 belt. Hold off. We're going to work on getting Charlo versus Castaño in November or December. And then I'm promising you, Charlo for his homecoming is going to fight Murtazaliev. And then WBC, by, let's say, for example, Charlo Castaño 2 happens in November, December. Then that next fight for all of the belts, if there's a clear-cut winner, is going to have to be Murtazaliev. So let's say they promise the IBF, like, all right, listen, we'll fight him and we won't vacate. We won't move up. We'll make sure he get a shot. We'll fight him in March or April. Then the winner of that's got to fight Lubin sometime in the summer, unless they pull the franchise shit, right? Castaño, meanwhile, he don't got no mandatory. He won a WBO eliminator against Liam Smith. But many people felt Liam Smith won that fight. Liam Smith is in talks to fight Tim Tszyu. This could be we don't know what's going on with this situation. So anyway, that's why I said Tim Tszyu, Kurbanov, or Liam Smith, one of them is going to be Castaño's mandatory. And Castaño won't probably have to fight them until the end of the year. So there's some room. It all depends on the IBF and what the IBF and he's going to do. That's what it all depends on. if you want to see an immediate rematch. But if there's no immediate rematch, then they both fight their mandatories. Charlo comes back once again. What is it? July, November, December. He fights his IBF mandatory. Boom. He beats Murtazaliev. I'm not really, that's a guy now you need to go watch. If you ain't think that Castano was going to be able to do what he was going to be able to do, then go watch Murtazaliev. He's not going to be easy job. I didn't get to see his fight today because it was untelevised. Hey, amen, dude. If you want attention, listen, we're not doing this around here. It's a new day. Where's my moderators? Put this guy on timeout because you're just doing shit for attention. You got my attention now. So listen, we're not fucking around. So anyway, they both fight interim fights, which is their mandatory, and then they fight sometime in April, May of next year. That's the only way it's going to work. Now, who do you feel would have a better chance of adjusting in a rematch? Now, if you noticed, let's go look at the scorecards. Charlo, Derrick James is right. Charlo was giving Castano the opportunities. Every time he went to the ropes, Castano started opening up on him, catching him with them left hooks to the body. The only real weapon that Castano had, when they were, when it wasn't on the ropes, was he's got a nice overhand right. And I don't like when people try to say, like, my name, what's up, Terrell, like you know me. And you even spelt my name wrong. You guys are weird. Well, it is late, so I guess you guys have been drinking. I forgot how much of degenerates you guys in the chats can be. Like, you guys are weird. Like, I'm back full time. Like doing the whole YouTube social media thing. And I forgot like how degenerate and weird like YouTube commenters can be. They be having multiple accounts and shit. So anyway, let's look at the scorecards. This Nelson Vasquez, he's the one with the 117, 111. He scored rounds 1 and 2 for Charlo, round 3 for Castano, 4, 5, 6 for Charlo, round 7 for Castano, round 8 for Charlo, round 9 for Castano, round 10, 11, and 12. Now, see, here's where my card comes into question. Because if I didn't see round 9, I got a daughter. She's here now, upstairs. So, I had to go check on her. So, that may be the round that may cost on my card Charlo to fight. So I told you, even in my post-fight video, which I do right after, I was doing other shit during round 9. I was kind of torn. But I was like, if Charlo won those last 4 rounds, then he won the fight to me. In fact, let's go back and listen to the scores. I don't want to pull up my app and then... Let's go back and listen to it. The scores being read, by the way. And take a time out, like the video, subscribe. We're going to be here for another about 10 minutes or so. So let's see. Let's go look at this video. Listen to the scores being read and my thoughts at the time. In fact, we'll pull that up. I'm not reading the chat no more right now. You guys got a super chat. You guys are pissing me off. Y'all don't something like, what? Sometimes you can really be like, like degenerates. But tonight, you guys are like in rare form. Always giving me shit. Here I am covering these fucking fights for you. Just giving me shit all the time. Hold on, I want to see what the cards are read. And we're going to listen to the post-fight interviews. So yeah, we're going to start here. Now, this is my immediate thoughts after the fight. We're not going to listen to the whole video, but in the video is the post-fight interview with both of the fighters and the scores being read. So this is going to be kind of trippy. We're going to go from live to boom. It's going to be kind of trippy. Wait, can we do it this way? Yes, we can. We'll watch the replay even though I have... All right. So we're going to let them listen to the cards. So this is not live. Look at the time right down here. This is when I did the original post-fight video live and in real time. Watch it on Showtime anytime. So let me shut up, listen in, please subscribe, and teach your controversy with FightView360.com. Expected to be easy. It wasn't supposed to be easy. You didn't want it to be an easy fight for undisputed at 154. The first ever of the 4-belt era. Brian Castaño's no joke. And this is one of those type of fights where he rose, both fighters, rose to the occasion. See, the pressure, a lot of people felt that Jermell was going to win. I'm my bad, both of them in the ring. Here, let me turn it up. My blood is
Official
boiling.
decision. There's a small contingent of Argentine fans here to support Brian Castaño, of course. Jermell Charlo.
But see, here's the thing. I do have to watch it again, and I will watch the replay, even though I have it on DVR, but I want to watch UFC and the post-fight press conference. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jermell lost his fight, because he was having some issues.
586 punches less than he normally does. In spots, he was the Brian Castaño that unloads a lot of punches and is effective. In spots, Jermell Charlo was able to throw good power shots. Neither man got it done completely.
Castaño is a competent. I like how he would.
All right, we're about to make history.
I like how Castaño would reset, like, and look out for the uppercut. Like, dude, listen, Charlo gonna be pissing blood, man. Oh, here we go. Please subscribe. Take your time out. Like the video.
We have a split decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Steve Weisfeld scores about 114 to 113 in favor of Brian Castaño.
I think Castaño probably lost.
Judge at ringside, Nelson Vasquez sees the action. 117 to 111 for Jermell Charlo. And judge at ringside, Tim Cheatham scores the bout. 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a split decision draw.
Oh my God!
I made the Sports Illustrated didn't I say at the top, barring a draw, and I can't believe we end up with a split draw. There will be no undisputed champion.
All right, Jason Martin, have a good night, bro.
At 154 pounds.
I think in general, nobody should be outraged at this. It was a very close fight, and nobody's happy with the draw.
It was a very close fight, and you can't be mad, but I am hurt.
Yeah, apparently.
Let's go to Jim Gray to try.
But the problem is we won't see it again because there's too many mandatories.
All right, Morrow, thank you.
Let's turn it up. Listen to the post-fight interview.
This was a terrific fight. What is your thought on having a draw?
Shout out to San Antonio for coming through, baby. I love y'all. I'll come back to this place. The draw was, what I wanted to hear. If anything, I won this fight. I heard him way more than, he did. And Brian Castaño's a tough warrior.
40 else has just donated $5. You sicken me. Judge Nelson Vasquez was smoking crack during the fight.
Damn, crack though? Thanks for the super chat.
I heard him way more than, he did. And Brian Castaño's a tough warrior. He gonna give a lot of people problems, but like I said, my power is something serious at this weight division.
You had him in trouble in the second round and then again in the 10th round. Did you feel as though you had to knock him out because Derrick James did tell you in your corner you needed a knockout in the 12th round to win this fight?
Yeah, my coach told me I needed a knockout in the 9th round, and I just knew that, he knew what he was talking about. I believe in my coach, and, this is my first time experiencing something like this, so, hey, this come with boxing, baby. Wins, losses, and draws. My Lions only still rock with me.
Jermell, let me ask you, this man threw more punches and connected on more punches than any opponent that you had. Did you know that coming into the fight? Obviously, there was going to be continuous pressure. Was it more than you had expected?
Well, I know he was a tough warrior. Like I said, I know he threw a hell of a lot of punches against almost every opponent he ever fought. So with my skills and my ability of power, I just knew that I could keep him off of me. I felt like I won this fight. Like I said, I deserve to go home as an undisputed. I'm glad to be able to fight for undisputed title. This is.
Prada Pierre has just donated $5. You sicken me. Charlo's jab could have made it an easy night. He made Brian reset every time when the jab was in his face. Charlo has to control the mid-range better.
Yeah, we were talking about that. That's literally what Derrick James was telling him to do. Everything he's doing, you're giving it to him. But yeah, thanks for the super chat.
different. Not a lot of people in my weight division that's hating. They not even got unified titles. I still holding my titles. Shout out to Al Haymon, thank you. I can't wait to get home and be with my baby and my family, take some time off from boxing, and we'll come back to the drawing boards and see what's popping.
And when you look at that drawing board, might you review this fight? And it seemed from time to time that you were reluctant to throw that right hand. Was that just because there wasn't the opening, or were you reluctant?
He had his guards up pretty high. You know, I was moving a little bit, probably not not active enough. You know, I don't have no excuses for nothing that I do.
Was it frustrating? Was this a frustrating fight?
Not necessarily. I feel like, you know, I dealt with this in training camp with my boy Selleck. Shout out to UBK. I see y'all, everybody in the building. Hey, I'm happy to go home to the H-Town and represent again. I'm one of the fighting prize of Lions only.
You gonna do this again? Will there be a rematch?
I don't know, man. We got to see what Mr. Haymon say.
Wait, who says?
My manager. You heard me? Al Haymon.
Well, it seems like there'd be a lot of interest, and it would be for undisputed to have all 4 belts.
I want that. You know, that's my goal. That's my destiny. We shall see.
Terrific fight. Appreciate it, Jermell.
Thank y'all.
Brian. Felix de Jesus. We'll translate. Did he feel as though he won the fight, or does he accept the draw?
¿Tú pensaste que ganaste la pelea o el empate está bien contigo?
No, claro, yo sentí que la pelea la gané. Nada, quiero agradecer a Showtime, a Al Haymon por darme la oportunidad. Y nada, quiero pedir la revancha inmediatamente porque la pelea sé que la gané yo. Me ha pegado alguna que otra mano que he estado sentido en el round, pero eso no quita que haya ganado la pelea. Le tiré gran cantidad de manos, le conecté grandes manos y nada, quiero agradecer.
Basically, you know, I won the fight. I mean, there were some rounds that he did hit me. There's no doubt about it. He hit me hard. But I won the fight, definitely. I want to thank Showtime Al Haymon for this opportunity. And it was a great fight.
You clearly, it seemed to those who were observing and unofficially scoring that you were ahead until the 10th round, and you got into a lot of trouble in that round. What did you feel the fight would go from there, having survived that? Did you feel that you just had to survive the extra 2 rounds, the last 2 rounds, or did you feel that you lost control of that right there?
Mucho pensaba que tú estabas ganando la pelea hasta el 10º round. En el 10º round parece que él te conectó bastante. ¿Tú pensaste entonces que ahí tenía que estar más o menos pendiente a que él tuviese noqueado algo?
Sí, obviamente. La pelea la venía ganando limpiamente yo. Obviamente, como eso dije, me conectó alguna que otra mano en el 9º o el 10º, creo, y estuve sentido todo el round. Y en el principio del otro round me conectó alguna que otras manos, pero supe llevarla. Obviamente, nada, peleas son peleas, un gran boxeador, un boxeador fuerte, pero yo tengo lo mío también. Agradezco a San Antonio por el espacio también.
No, first of all, I want to thank San Antonio for being here with me. And yes, you were right, Jim, in the 10th round I was hurt, so I was trying to recoup a little bit, also the start of the 11th round, but I did enough to win the fight.
Rematch? Would you like a rematch?
I hope this. The rematch. You know, he's a great fighter, me too. I need the rematch.
All right, Brian, congratulations. Terrific fight.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're back live again. That's my post-fight video that I recorded earlier. Let's pull up the scorecard again. See what we got here, this mess. If you guys want to screenshot it or whatever, here, we'll get you the full screen. Oh, that chat's on there. Let's get that off of there. So, yeah, let's go see here. Now, the first Steve Weisfeld, he gave round 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he gave Castano a 10-8. It was a 10-8 round. Like, they really, like, you know, this is the type of shit that can, like, have fans thinking it's a robbery. Because it's like, really, bro? You gave him a 10-8 round? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, is that, you know, something's wrong there, right? You looking at it? It's like, shit, it's too close. We gotta, you know? Now, that has some, that right there, that's some questions. But I do feel that, if Charlo keeps it in the middle of the ring.
How dare you?
Prada Pierre has just donated $2. You sicken me. The rematch him average 40 jabs around if him Charlo.
Yeah, but will he throw him? Yeah, stay in the middle of the ring. Because there was several times where I thought that like Charlo was gonna go down. Like he was taking some mean ass hooks, bro. Them left hooks was stunning him. But after a while, it seems as though up until, you know, when Castano got hurt in that 10th round, is that he was walking through Charlo punches. Like he didn't care. And sometimes it was looking like he was baiting him. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a 10-8 round. This looks like this judge was trying to find that extra point for him. But he, you know, like, you know, shit like that don't make no sense. Now let's go look at the draw card with Tim Cheatham. He gave round 1 to Castaño. Now that was a swing round. Clearly a swing round, but I gave that round to Charlo. I remember that. He gave rounds 1, 3, 4 to Castaño. But he didn't give him rounds 5 and 6. So basically, 5 and 6 are the biggest rounds of contention on all 3 judges' scorecards from what I can see, right? Yeah. So, and then he gave the last 3 rounds, all of them to Charlo. Which I did as well, but he did give round 9 to Castaño. And round 9 is my round where I need to go back and watch, and that can decide the fight for me. But this Nelson Vasquez, I don't know what the hell. Maybe, you know, oh, Lord, I was going to say some bigot shit. I think, okay, tell me if this is bigotry. No, I'm not going to say it. It probably was bigotry. No, it's not bigotry. I was going to say, because, you know, I'm half black, half Irish, half Hispanic. So anyway, I was going to say that maybe he went out drinking because it's San Antonio, Nelson Vasquez, Hispanic. You know, so maybe he went out.
How dare you?
Oh, see, that's a sign. I'm not going to say it.
Has just donated $2.
I'm not going to say
you
it.
Sicken me. D. James told Charlo he needed a KO. Why?
Oh, shit. That was very blunt and straightforward. All right, Angel. Damn. I guess I got to answer that. What's some why? Well, listen. All right. Maybe he was seeing it. No, I can't say it. I just clearly got the sign. I can't say it. Okay, maybe it was too much Tecate. You know, maybe like his family was down there, you know, and they all went out, was drinking. It's like, damn, I got to motherfucking cover this fight tonight. You know, but let's all go out and drink. Maybe he was out drinking. Because this card don't make no sense. This card don't make no fucking sense. Look at this shit. Look at his card, bro. Screenshot this shit. This shit don't make no sense. No, seriously, yo, I'm El Negro Chicano. That's the good stuff I heard. Like, seriously, somebody told me I was El Negro Chicano. So that's like me, I'm like the black American Mexican. So on this Nelson Vasquez, he only gave rounds 3, 7, and 9 to Castaño. Damn. Just so happens that San Antonio above his Hispanic name. And don't help that this man is... Oh, okay, all right, I'm gonna stop.
M. Lopez has just donated $4.99. You sicken me. Why you diss me, bro?
Bro, I don't even know you, bro. Where did I diss you? I don't even remember I don't know what's going on. I'm so tired. I was at fucking Dave and Buster's today and little girl running around being a maniac. So I don't know what's going on. So yeah, anyway, yo, stop distracting me. Thanks for the super chat though. Love the money. But we were looking at the scorecards. Oh yeah, my man Tim Cheatham. Tim Cheatham. How about that? Conspiracy theories up in this. Tim Cheatham. See, it's all there. Look, Nelson Vasquez, just so happens San Antonio's above his name. The Texan for Charlo, hometown stew. Home state stew, right? And then you got Tim Cheatham. The only one to have some sense was Stephen Wise. Feld. He was the only one that had some sense. The wise one. Yo, this shit was rigged now that I think about it. All the stars are aligning. This shit was rigged. He really gave this man 117, 111, bro. We didn't get a chance to talk about my man Rolly.
How dare you?
Prada Pierre has just donated $2. You sicken me. Rolly is free lunch to the elite top 10 at 135-140.
We gotta go listen to Rolly interview before we go. Oh, we gotta listen to Rolly post fight. Yo, I like Rolly. I mean, I think when the time comes, he's gonna get beat the fuck up. I saw him throw this lazy ass jab to Anthony. Can you dig it, Yigit? So let me tell you backstory. I've covered Anthony Can You Dig It Yigit before when he got beat up by Ivan Barancek. I think he got his eye busted open or busted up like real big in the World Boxing Super Series. Some random, it wasn't a random card. It was like a midday card. You know me covering God knows whatever boxing. So I was watching the World Boxing Super Series. So I'm familiar with Anthony Can You Dig It Yigit. To be honest, if I had covered the weigh-in yesterday, I would have probably said, yo, Yigit got a chance against Rolly Romero, that Rolly guy. But anyway, let's go listen to the post-fight. Yo, it's something about that Rolly guy, yo. Like, he got like the ultimate troll face, and he talk like a troll, kind of. Like he just talks so much shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, he threw this lazy-ass jab to the stomach. I was like, yo. And if he did that shit with Tank Davis, he would be uppercut at this fucking smithereens. But listen, go ahead, young man, talk that sass. Mama, there goes that man. You go ahead, Rolly. Talk that shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna cover his fights. You see I covered this shit tonight. Rolly is must-see TV. It's polarizing. Let's go listen to his post-fight interview.
Right flush, right in the chin.
We came into this fight with 4 knockdowns from left hook.
Right flush, right in the...
Hey, I'll cut this shit off. You make sure you like this video and subscribe. T-Street is not up at no 2 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you like the video. And follow me on Twitter at T-Street Contra. And also, I'm back on Instagram. It's T-Street Controversy.
The chin.
But like the video. I don't play around. I'll know who didn't like the video.
We came into this fight with 4 knockdowns from left hooks and 3 from right hands in the recent fights, and he kind of mixed this one up too with a knockdown from the right hand, and then this second one with the left hook, which was a very powerful punch. And he kind of guided him down with the
I don't know how I feel about Rolly.
It was a gentle guiding down of Yigit.
He's a heel, not a babyface.
Anthony, Can You Dig It Yigit. I covered him in the World Boxing Super Series. He was a late step-in to face Rolly Romero, WBA interim champion at 135 pounds. Now, very polarizing figure in the boxing community right now. Rolando, Rolly Romero, Mayweather Promotions TMT fighter, now at 14-0 with... Yeah, what is that face he be making? It's always like a scowl. It's not a scowl. Not this one. He looks like just some...
you?
Prada Pierre has just donated $2. You sicken me. Rolly is so robotic and slow just a C fighter.
Yeah, I would put him at a C. But like, he don't look like this now. Like this innocent, sweet kid that plays Super Nintendo, got all the games. Now he just look like, I don't know. Like he just always, let me shut up, let him talk. 12 KOs. And don't let it fool you, the resume. But let's listen in. I'm interested in this post-fight interview. I'm T-Street Controversy with Fight
Almost stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the interim WBA lightweight champion, Rolando Rolly.
All right, the last time I'm going to interrupt. If at the very beginning of this stream, like when this stream first starts, is that Rolly's guy's post-fight press conference, he was talking all this shit. Like, he was talking about how he going to knock out Tank Davis. He said he want Devin Haney, and Devin Haney couldn't survive Linares. Like, so if you want to see that, all you got to do is rewind to the very beginning of this video. I may even play it. No, we're running out of time. We might go 2 hours. Let's see. Let's listen to this first. Let's listen to this first. See, play it by ear.
Romero.
7th round TKO. So it was supposed to be Austin Dulé and Rolly Romero, but Anthony Yigit stepped in. By the way, he weighed in, what was it? Damn near 5 pounds over the 135-pound limit. So I'm sure he lost a shit ton of money. Let's listen to the post-fight interview and talk about the 135-pound division.
Well, thank you very much. What do you think of the reaction to your fight here this evening?
I fought a tough dude, man. I fought a dude that wasn't my weight class. I fought a 140-pounder and I fucking stopped him. Simple as that.
How would you fight this? How would you describe the style of this fight? It seemed like it was pretty awkward and very difficult for the referee.
Man, I'll tell you, man, European fight is always awkward for everybody, man. They got a completely different style over there than over here.
The power that you're able to display and the abilities that you have. Let's take a look at that 5th round knockdown. This was after you were penalized for being throwing elbows and so forth. This is the last round. I'm sorry. Tell us what was going on from your vantage point.
Well, it was a beautiful right hand. It was a nice short one, like 6-inch point, like a Bruce Lee shot.
You went over to him after the fight. Let's take a look, I guess, at the end of the fight and describe to us, Rolly, what was happening here. Did you know it was over at this point?
Yeah, at that point, I knew it was over. I swear I thought it was over the first time, you know, but, I mean, I didn't have no time to stop him in that last round. It cut too short.
Can you dig it?
But after I dropped on that first time, I knew it was going to be over soon.
Were you concerned when the point was deducted from you?
No, I was waiting to fight. I mean, shoot. I mean, points get deducted from everybody.
What do you want to do next?
I want Gervonta Davis, a 140.
You really think you're ready for that?
Yes, I want him at 140.
Why do you think you're ready for that after 13 fights?
I mean, what, he got at 16 now? I have 14 now. So I'm ready for it. Time to stop him. I'm going to knock him out.
You think it's realistic?
I know it is. I know what he can do, but I know what I can do. I'm a lot stronger.
Well, that may give us something to look forward to. Congratulations on this fight.
I hope so. Let's see if we can make it happen.
All right. You heard that, Mo. Back to you.
My man, Steve Gray, like, are you sure about that? You sure about that? Listen, I like Rolly. You know, I mean, he's got the spunk, but he don't got the skill. I don't think my man gonna make it. So this is what we're gonna go do. As I told you, I got a lot of things going on. We are going to be working with the WBC channel. Yes, the WBC is launching a 24-hour boxing channel. Our content.
How dare you?
Is going to. Oh, somebody got
Prada
there.
Pierre has
You
just
back to work?
donated $2.
Prada?
You sicken me. I call him Robotic Rolly, Robot. He's so telegraphed.
Hey, thank you for that. Yeah, he's going to get knocked out in the noise he's be making. Yeah! Yeah! Every time he throw a punch. So yeah, WBC's launching the channel. T Street's had a lot of opportunities over the years that he's turned down or like dodged and ducked. This one he's not. So as you can see over the last couple of weeks, video quality and, you know, been stepping up a little bit. Stream frequency has been stepping up, and, you know, it's going to be really, really, really busy around here. Podcast is finally on the way, you know, still fine-tuning some things. And also my other channel, T Street Uncut, it's fully partnered, monetized. You should go check it out. I'm going to be putting some content on there that's long overdue. This week was supposed to be Fury versus Wilder 3. And well, I'm really upset, and I'm going to make sure that this week I'm going to give Tyson Fury hell, because listen, I think it's all bullshit. I don't really think it's him. I think it's between Top Rank and maybe MTK. You know, like the real big wigs is like, yo, this fight is not selling, and we're the A-side promoter this time. You know, for this third fight, let's just pull, you know, everything back. pull a segment on how the belts are going to be. I don't know. Like, I don't know really. Like, I'm still getting all the details. But one thing for sure is T-Street's going to be able to say he's working with the WBC. So I'm taking it very, very, very seriously. It's a huge opportunity. You know, so this is not something you fuck around with, you dig? So this is why I'm really, really, like, if you notice, I've been really getting everything, like, taken care of on the channel. So, yeah, it's some big shit going on. And I was told that I can keep my same content. Of course, we got to, tone things down, because sometimes my shows can be rated X for YouTube. I'm talking about barely on that line, where YouTube is like, yo, like, we're going to shut you down. You got to calm this shit down. So, my content is still going to be rated R, rated mature, but there's certain things we can't say. We're not going to be able to do. Not shilling. I'm not saying we're going to be shilling. Maybe we might shill a little bit, just a little teaspoon of shilling. But for the most part, we get to keep things the same, just more professional, more structured. And also, interviews and shit. So yeah, Fury versus Wilder 3 is going to take place October the 9th. Everything's still the same. Undercard's still the same. Helenius versus Kwanaski 2. F.A. Jagwa versus Frank Sanchez. Gerald Big Baby Anderson versus Vladimir Tishkin. Forgot the guy's name. PBC on Fox and ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Both Wilder and Fury set to make 20 million plus each at least. Now, I don't know the exact numbers. I think it's like 28 and something like that. But Tyson Fury gets the bigger split. I don't remember the details. Don't get me to making shit up. But I believe the second fight they split 50-50, and then the third fight it's like the winner. I'm pretty sure the winner get the bigger share in this Tyson Fury. And this week, we do got Joe Joyce versus Carlos Takam. Not really looking forward to that, but, I'm going to watch it. And for the most part, the rest of this month is pretty dry. Things don't really pick back up in boxing until Rigondeaux versus Casemiro. Ooh. And then the winner of that is going to likely fight the winner of Donaire versus Inoue 2. Can you imagine in some type of, like, weird scenario if Rigo beats Casemiro and then Donaire beats Inoue? We get the rematch of Rigondeaux versus Donaire for undisputed. Can you imagine that? Think about what I'm saying here for the ones who follow the 118. By the way, both of them at their age are now at a weight division lower. They both fought at 122. Now they're fighting at 118. Now they're both competing at 118 and could possibly be fighting for undisputed at 118 at their age. Crazy shit. And Rigo, he Cuban, and no, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say another off-color joke that some may. I don't want to get canceled. This cancel comes. I don't want to get canceled. Okay, can I say it? All right, I'm going to say it. Listen, but it's kind of true. It's not a lie. So, and I talked about it before. Like, when you come from Cuba, okay, say, for example, if I was, El Cubano. So, once again, I'm half black, half Irish, El Chicano, El Negro, Mexicano. So, if I was Cuban, right, let's say, for example, right now I'm 37. Let's say if I was a Cuban and I want to escape to freedom to America, go down to Miami, and I get on the boat. I sneak out of Cuba, get on the boat. I don't have no social security number. I don't have no birth certificate. I don't got shit. So what can happen is I can be like, what? I'm leaving this country. Fuck everything. I'm going to America. I'm 19 now. What you gonna say? You ain't gonna say that. You don't know I'm 19. So them guys like Erislandy Lara, he's been around since I was a kid, since I was a wee boy. So don't believe that Erislandy Lara is only like 37. He's at least 45 now. Rigondeaux is like fucking 46. Don't get me started on Luis Ortiz. When the last time you saw him? Did you notice he don't grow a beard? Because you don't want the gray stubble to show. You see what I'm saying? So Rigo at his age, I was at Rigo last fight too. he was looking washed, and he was like cussing out the fans and shit. You know, Rigo at his age, for him to be moving down to 118 pounds, even though he was always considered a small 122 pounder, still, nonetheless, that's an achievement. There's still 4 pounds you got to drop, you know? Same thing for Donaire. I never thought he'd be the hang moving back down to 118. The Cuban baseball players are reported to get false age. See, I didn't know that. See? Fab Castro, what is wrong with you? Ew, they age better than you. You put it in caps. You've been trying to, so you was typing in regular font, and now you put it in caps. You got my attention. You guys are girls tonight. Why y'all can't just take a joke? Jesus. Y'all, what is wrong with you people, man? Calm down. Go get some pussy. Like, you guys are so uptight. Calm down. Go get some menudo or something. Go get a cheeseburger. What's your comfort food? Giving me shit. I'm here 3 o'clock in the morning covering these fights for you guys. And y'all giving me shit. With that being said, I'm out of here. You guys don't deserve me, man. I'll see you guys next week. By the way, Canelo's fight it could be announced this week. You know, will it be Canelo versus Plant? Will it be Canelo versus Golovkin? Will it be Canelo versus Bivol? Bertabiev? Murata? Would it be somebody secret like they did with Amir Khan? Some secret shit? We'll see. T-Street Controversy with Fight View